My love, you are an infinite being. I want you to imagine the earth, right? Like you're on it right now, but imagine zooming way out and you're floating in the cosmos and you're looking down on earth. And then I want you to imagine zooming out further and further and further and further until you can see our entire solar system that Earth is within right now. And then zoom out further and further and further until you can see the entire Milky Way galaxy. And then zoom out further and further and further until you can see the entire universe. And notice how tiny the earth looks now. You, my love, are as infinite and expansive as the universe. And yet, moving through this life, you have learned to make yourself small. This tapping ritual is going to help you release that discomfort and pain and trauma and just inner chaos that comes from trying to make ourselves smaller when we are really these infinite, expansive beings. Hello, my love. Welcome. This tapping ritual, I hope, is going to leave you feeling so much more at peace in your body, while also feeling safer to just take up space and be you. Because here's the thing about inner peace. When we try to make ourselves smaller, we think that we're doing so to actually create inner peace by controlling the world around us, when really we create all of this inner chaos because you were never meant to be small. You were never made to be small. Yes, here we are in these finite human bodies that have beginnings and ends, the top of my head, the bottoms of my feet. I know where I begin. I know where I end. And yet that is just the physicality of me and of you, because our energy extends far beyond our physical bodies. And we extend far beyond that. You are infinite. And when you feel safe to take up more space, to expand in your life, you feel more inner peace because you're actually able to show up as your true self. That is my greatest hope for you with today's tapping ritual, my love. So I want to invite you to slow down. Before we expand, we're going to go within because that expansion begins right here. We're going to tap to support you in moving beyond this, right? You probably move through your life, energetically at least, like this. You may not walk around like this, curled up in a tiny ball, and yet that's how it feels, right? When you want to speak your truth and you hold it in. When you want to just feel comfortable in your body and yet you suck it in. When you want to just take up space with your laughter and your voice and shrieks of delight, and you want to share your beliefs and your truths with the world in a way that feels open and free, and yet you shut it down, it feels like this. So let's slow down here. Close your eyes. Connect with your breath, breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. Feel that rise and fall of your breath moving through your body. As you drop into your breath, you drop into your body, you drop into this moment. And I want you to connect with that feeling of making yourself small. This feeling exists somewhere in your life. It may be in connection with your work or the work that you wish you were doing. It may be connected to a specific relationship or how you feel in your body. Or it may be connected with people pleasing and trying to control how others perceive you. It honestly probably comes up in multiple areas of your life, but I want you to just call to mind that feeling of making yourself feel small. Your body knows this feeling well. We want to help your body know the feeling of expansion well, which we are going to do together here in just a few minutes. But I want you to just tune into that feeling of making yourself feel small. And notice where you feel that in your body. Notice how it feels in your body. And I want you to notice if any colors or visuals come to mind for you when you connect with this feeling of smallness and trying to make yourself small. And from this place, if you were to rate on a scale of 0 to 10 how safe and comfortable you feel expanding right now, how would you rate that? 0 being, I don't feel safe to expand at all. 10 being, I feel totally and completely safe to expand and take up space here. What is that number for you? Make a mental note of that number or write that number down. We're going to come back to it at the end of our tapping ritual. Now, I know that now that you have activated this feeling in your body, it probably doesn't feel great, or it may feel very much like how you feel a lot of the time as you're moving through life, this smallness. But I want you to stay with it, because as we are tapping through the points, we're going to be clearing the energetic ties to that feeling and also reprogramming the subconscious connections to that embodied feeling so that you actually do begin to feel safer in your mind, in your body, expanding and taking up more space. All right, beautiful friend. Tap on the point you see me tapping on and repeat after me. Take a slow breath in through your nose, out through your mouth, and repeat after me. Even though I have spent years making myself feel small, I remember that I am an expansive and infinite being. It is safe to expand and take up more space in my life. And I remember what that safety feels like in my body. Beautiful, love. Slow breath in through your nose. Slow breath out through your mouth as you tap through the points along with me. I notice where in my life I try to make myself smaller. As you're tapping, you may have memories, visions, feelings, thoughts come to mind. Allow all of it to unfold. Again, remember that we're reprogramming on a deep, energetic, and unconscious level, so let those things rise as they rise. I notice where in my life I try to make my body smaller. Trying to make my body fit into a space that is too small for all of its magnificence. As you tap on this next point, I want you to imagine and feel your body taking up even a little more space right now, right here in this moment. Maybe you let go the tightness and the tension in your belly, where so many of us try to make ourselves smaller. Maybe you allow your shoulders to drop down, or you hold your arms out a little, taking up a little more space. I notice where in my life I try to make my voice smaller. Trying to quiet or soften the words I so desperately want to speak. Beautiful. Tapping on this next point. I want you to say these words as you repeat after me just a little louder, with a little more confidence. Speak it from your center here, okay? I am here, and it is safe for me to be fully here. Beautiful. I notice where in my life I try to make my thoughts and beliefs smaller. Trying to make them fit someone else's mold of how I should view the world or myself. Beautiful, love. Tapping here on the next point, I want you to close your eyes for a moment and imagine your thoughts and beliefs growing, moving out from your mind into the world as these beautiful colors and visuals, and growing larger and taking up space. And if you're not a visual person, just imagine feeling that. Imagine feeling your thoughts and your beliefs growing larger and taking up more space in the world. Beautiful. I let it all go. I let go of the fears and the doubts and the beliefs that make me make myself smaller. I let it all go so that I may remember what it feels like to expand into my wholeness. Beautiful. Tapping on this next point, take a slow breath in. Slow breath out. Ooh. Beautiful. I release the fears that make me feel smaller. I release the thoughts that force me to hide my light and my truth. I release the stories that make me feel invisible and unworthy. I let go of the doubt that makes me shrink myself in the presence of others. Beautiful. Tapping through the next few points, we're going to take a really deep, expansive breath on each point. As you breathe in and breathe out, let it all go. Allow your breath to help you powerfully release that energy. Breathing in and breathing out, sigh it out, let it go. Breathing in and breathing out. And one more, breathing in and breathing out. Beautiful. As I let it all go, I tap into a powerful feeling of safety within and around myself. I create a bubble of divine protection that surrounds me. Beautiful. Tapping on this next point, close your eyes and I want you to imagine a light pouring forth from your heart space and weaving all around your body, enveloping you in a cocoon or a bubble of that light, that color, this bubble of divine protection. I feel a sense of safety to take up more space with my body, with my voice, with my thoughts, with my laughter, with my beliefs, with my desires, with my stories. I expand into all of the places and spaces that feel like home. It is safe to expand and take up space. I expand into the infinite essence that is my being. It is safe to take up space and be me. I breathe into the ease of coming home to myself. I will take up more space with my life. Because I am worthy of one day looking back on a life that felt expansive for me. I will take up space with my body and my presence. Because I am worthy of one day looking back and knowing I did not live a life where I was made to feel small. I will take up more space with my thoughts and my voice. Because I want to look back one day and know that I left no words or feelings or truths left unspoken. I will take up more space simply because I desire to. And because it feels good. And as I free myself to take up more space, I set others free to do the same. It is safe to take up space. 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 Beautiful, my love. Let your hand float to your lap. Close your eyes. And as you slow down here, breathe. Take several slow, expansive breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth as that energy moves and shifts and flows, freeing up more space for you. As these new truths and beliefs settle in on a deep subconscious level. I want you to notice how you feel in your body now. Notice that feeling of trying to make yourself smaller that you tuned into earlier. And I want you to notice how that may have shifted or changed in your body from then to now. Notice how much more space it feels like your body or your energy or your awareness is taking up inside of that divine protective bubble. Notice how your head feels, how your shoulders feel, how your stomach feels, your chest, your heart space, your legs, your feet. Notice how it feels to take up more space. Take a slow breath in through your nose, and as you exhale, slowly open your eyes and come back into your space. Welcome back, my love. I want to leave you with this. The sun and the moon, they rise each day As the moon moves through a phase, its phases, it takes up more and more and more space. As the sun rises every day, it illuminates our entire planet with the brightest of lights. And never do they shrink because of what others think. They allow their full presence to be known without worrying about who's watching. The sun does not say, oop, how many people are awake and watching the sunrise this morning? When there are enough people, then I will rise and be seen. Which that's another story that we're told, right? That in order to take up space, we need enough people watching or enough people bought in and saying, yes, take up space. The sun rises because the sun was made to rise. It takes up space because that simply is what it was created to do. It shines its light because that is simply what it is. Light. Just like you are meant to take up space because this is who you are. You're meant to speak your truth because it is there, desiring to be spoken. Your body is meant to take up as much space as it takes up because this is how your body is right now. There's no right or wrong to any of it. So don't wait for permission. Don't wait for the right moment. Simply take up space, shine, expand, speak, be seen. Simply because you are, my love. All right, beautiful friend. Thank you for spending your time with me today. I hope that you feel a little more expansive. I hope that you feel a little more of that inner peace and that sense of wholeness with yourself that you carry with you through the rest of today. If you enjoyed this tapping ritual, please give it a thumbs up. I always love hearing from you all in the comments as well. So leave a comment. Let me know how you're feeling. Let me know what resonated with you about this tapping ritual. Or if you have any requests for a future tapping ritual, share those as well. And if you would like to continue this tapping magic, I am going to include several tapping rituals here that I think would be a really beautiful second course to the magic that we have started here together, my friend. And I so look forward to tapping again with you soon.